I took the red pill. I got to observe the world in actual truth. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Maya, and I'm sure you guys are like, what? The title, red pill? Who? What? Why? Well, I'm gonna be explaining why the red pill community is not wrong. They speak too much truth, and it's hard for us to hear truth nowadays. So let's get right into it. I think it's really important when you do see these red pill men on the web, or you hear their message, to actually listen to what they're saying instead of allowing your triggers to perceive them in a way that is actually just based on your delusion that the media web has programmed you to believe what a guy should not be. And what a guy should not be is nowadays in their masculine frame. We as women say all the time, we want men to be these protector, provider, leader men. We also want them to be highly emotional, be able to cater to our emotions. And that just contradicts itself, ladies. We don't know how to soothe our own emotions, so we get into a relationship with a guy. When he is maybe highly emotional, we will lose attraction to him. To be a leader, I don't want to question your leadership skills ever for me to fully submit to a man. So he has to show me, regardless of what emotional state I am in, he has the ability to take himself out of my emotions and to still lead our relationship in a healthy manner. That is his job. And what my job is to not take out all my emotions onto this man. He is not our therapist. He is not our punching bag. He is the man of the house, and you better respect him. I really think this society has been heavily programmed to believe in a weak mind. And that's keeping the woman weak by feeling empowered and liberated, by being an independent boss babe, having the ability to basically be a man, and it's celebrated. And then we have men who are now celebrated for wearing dresses to feminine and wearing nail polish, having these emotions that are contradicting the masculine frame. And you guys are probably like, well, let people be whoever they want to be. Of course. If that makes you happy as a man, of being overly emotional, not having control of your emotions, not being able to put your emotions aside for the betterment of your relationship, for yourself, for your future children, well then, please, be that emotional soft man. But see where it gets you in this life. Because you will attract women who have the ability to walk all over you because you're weak. Because you have no dominance within yourself or leadership skills within yourself. So how in the hell are you supposed to have a relationship? A woman can trust your leadership skills. You won't be able to. And for the love of God, stop going on porn sites. Stop subscribing to OnlyFans. It will make you even more weak and in a slave mind to sexual desires that are not serving you, not being able to control yourself and your sexual desires. That is a skill, because your sexual desires is mostly your life force energy. How are you using your sexual energy to maybe provide a great life for you, your wife, and your children? Do you spend every night on OnlyFans? Pathetic. It's pathetic. But you know what? The blue pill, which is the delusions of the society, if you take that, they'll celebrate you for it because, oh, but men need outlets. They have really stressful lives. That's just an outlet for them to, release some pent up energy. And it also provides these OnlyFans models with money and a paycheck for the end of the month. So it's a win-win situation. Are we so dumb? Are we dumb now? We are dumb. We will spend the majority of our time finding excuses for these behaviors and not owning up to why we are doing them. And we are practicing selfishness. This is why I'm making this video, because it's for a higher purpose than just to speak my opinion. Because listen, you guys, We in this generation are way too selfish. We don't think about how we can provide a healthy household to our future children so the next generation can live in a better society that is not controlled by the media webs. I'm in my 20s right now. What am I doing? First and foremost, I know my 20s are the most important years for me to build the foundation of my future. Now, that's not gonna be by me going around partying, sleeping with men, the majority of my days on social media, on Instagram and TikTok, showing my ass and tits for male validation. A real man will not be on your social media page sending you fire emojis and heart eye emojis under your pictures. Those men are doing that are enslaved mind. They get satisfaction and gratification off of a like on Instagram instead of going out into the world and actually building something for themselves without these pathetic distractions that ladies like to put on their trail of showing your ass and tits. And men fall for that. We have better things to be doing with our lives than scrolling on a pathetic app that is programming you to stay weak. Wake up and remember. You guys may think I'm crazy. I feel sometimes crazy because I hear almost zero to no women talking about this. All I hear is, woo! We as women so liberated, empowered in today's society. We don't need no man. We don't need to cook. We don't need to clean. They need to cater to us because we the shit. You the shit? Yeah, see where that mindset gets you in your 40s, when you may have missed your chance to solidify a great man to your children. And where are you now? Are you the shit in your 40s? You still don't know how to cook, clean, and cater to your man? Have you not been able to discern a good man from a wrong man? So now you're in your 40s depressed because now you're like, where's all the good men? I get very confused why we women find the red pill community suppressing women. And then we put the misogynist label onto these men. Because these men are going against the angry modern day feminists who are desiring to be in the role they are in. And what these women don't know is they are actually the misogynists of themselves. They are fighting against what? These men want women to be women again and men to be men again. We're getting really confused because there's so much information out there that is trying to get the majority of the population to agree on this one thing. And that one thing is having a weak mind. That goes for men and it goes for women. Because not all men are worthy of submission. Yes, there is a lot of fucked up energy right now within our society. Of men being very weak, not being able to control their own desires, not being able to know what it means to be a hardworking man for not only themselves, but for their family. We have a lot of selfish men and a lot of selfish women. And I don't get why we get so triggered when we hear Andrew Tate talking about how a woman's greatest gift is being a mother, is being at home with her children, is allowing the man to lead, especially if he can protect, provide for you and your children. You have won in this life. We as women have to know how to choose a weak man from a strong man. By knowing how to discern this, it has the ability to change your life, your children's life, for the future. We're so diluted in today's society because they're feeding us with this nonsense of women have to be these hardworking women. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm gonna calm down a little bit because I get very riled up with this topic because it's really common sense. And I've said this before, we actually don't know what common sense is anymore. Society is filled with garbage that is planted like a garbage field on the media web. The media web is a garbage dump. We've become addicted to garbage and then we complain. We don't spend the time as women in our 20s to self-heal ourselves, to be able to discern a good man from a wrong man by not allowing our unhealed parts to attract us men that are reflections of maybe not loving ourselves, us not valuing ourselves. So we choose these weak men. And what do these weak men bring? They don't provide for you. They probably don't know how to lead anything because they could probably not even lead their own life. They probably bring you a lot of baggage and garbage into your life because men nowadays don't know how to be men. So they get confused within their own personal reality. Because in today's society, we have made masculinity wrong. We have made it suppressed. And men are oppressed in today's day and age. Believe it or not, they are. We like to be victims in our lives, you guys. We actually enjoy it. Because in today's society, you are idolized for remaining weak. Oh, he's such a soft, emotional man. He makes me feel so safe in my heavy emotions. Get into a relationship with one another. You will drown in one another's emotions because there is no strong mountain that is allowing your emotional waves to crash into. You just have this huge tsunami now of an emotional mess that has the power of destruction, not only for yourself, not only for your partner, but for your future children. We do not realize this. Anyone who goes against the grain of what social media is feeding us, of this modern day man versus red pill man, you look into the ideals of what they're both saying. Who's more masculine? I get it. We've been really hurt as women by men. I'm not discounting that. We have to own up to why we allow these pathetic men into our lives and not blame the majority of men for our poor decision making. That's the difference, ladies. Of course, if you've attracted shit men into your life, you're probably going to get to a point where you don't believe in masculinity. You believe that any man is garbage because you've been attracting garbage. Well, why are you attracting garbage? Is it because your thoughts and your belief patterns are garbage? That's the truth. That's the truth. Stop playing victim to your own poor decisions. Same goes for men. Don't expect a woman to submit to you if you're a pathetic loser. It's harsh. But how in the hell is she supposed to feel safe submitting to you if you can't lead your own life first? If you can't be selfless in your actions, of not knowing what it means to be a masculine man, which is a protector, provider, and leader. And you know the gift that is to a woman nowadays, to get that in control, to work towards that as a man. So a woman can be able to be in her femininity, of not having to go to war out in society, of not having to fight with these men, of not having to put on her work boots every day and then come back home and do more work of preparing food for you or doing the cooking and the cleaning and taking care of the children. If she has to do that and you're still working and she's still working and she can't be at home with her children that you both have created, you have failed as a man. And I'm sorry, that is the truth. Maybe listen to more Andrew Tate, because all he speaks about is you overcoming your own weak mind, of you not being selfish, but being selfless, not just for yourself, but for your family, and the power that will have for the next generation. We all have purpose here, and everybody's purpose is different. You want to go into the workforce? Please do so, but don't allow that work to make you into a masculine woman. It's not fair for your husband either. They have to deal with enough masculinity. Do you know what a gift it is to fully be feminine with your husband, with your boyfriend, for your children? It will change this earth because we've emasculated the men nowadays, and we have to be aware of it. Harry Styles in a dress on a cover of a magazine is not empowering to today's society. It is a direct reflection of how we are seeing men and how we are treating men. And we really have to be aware of this. And same goes for women. When we glorify these Instagram models, these OnlyFans models, these ex-porn stars, this is a problem in today's day and age. We're glorifying the delusions that are being programmed. There is a lot of robots in our society today. I'm not talking about AI. AI should not be what we are focused upon right now. What social media has done has heavily programmed today's society, so people actually don't have any opinions of their own. Their opinions are based on what is prevalent in today's society, and that is always fluctuating. And that's how they want it to be. Want people more than ever to be addicted to dopamine off of their phones, so every time they open it and they see something they like, that is associated with a good feeling, of course. So whenever they open the app and they see garbage, they will associate that with dopamine, and that means happy robots. What we are missing is you are addicted to garbage, sweetheart. Addicted to what the government wants you to believe without your conscious awareness. Because again, you guys, robots don't have conscious awareness. They are just programmed by a higher power. Has that woken you up a little bit? We're in charge of what we see on social media in a way through our algorithm. What garbage are you even feeding yourself? Are you looking at stupid shit all day of what people do with their lives? Of them turning on the shower every day, pouring coffee, sitting on their couch, doing skincare? Are we not bored as hell by that? That is making you weak. You're giving these people with no value a platform. To do what? Provide no value. If more people spoke truth and value, more people would wake up. But they don't want that. So that is why the algorithm is catered to people doing the same exact thing every single day. Keep the society under the control of delusions, of not seeing outside of the veil. Because when you see outside of the veil, you will see how heavily programmed everybody is. And that is your choice to do so. I know I can be harsh, but there is way too much softness within the media web. I'll be soft to my man, to my children, but to you guys, we need to wake up. I will not practice softness on here because I really care about you. Me saying I'm a red pill woman, I know that can trigger a lot of probably women more so than men. Ladies, let's do homework. Go tonight and please sit with what these men are saying. Why do they trigger you? Is it triggering your femininity, or is it triggering the masculinity you've been living in your whole life? Because this world has not been able to protect you from being feminine. I know. This world's not set up for women to be feminine right now. I'm aware. But that should never allow us not to practice this, because we need it more than ever. Planetary system needs functioning households that work and thrive, unless we want to be slaves to the government in the next generation. Broken households. And what does broken households mean? Broken children. What do broken children mean? The ability for the government to get through to them, to use them. We just have to learn how to play smart. Smart as a man and playing smart as a woman. And for the love of God, can we please stop allowing what the media is feeding us to dictate our own opinions? That's all I have for today, you guys. If you guys like this video, if I triggered you, let me know in the comments. If you liked this video, let me know in the comments. Give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.